I had to get back from Bricks and Minifigs, and so I ran a little late today. Let me get a few things situated. Hello, Copper. Welcome to chat. Yep, May 31st, although I don't know if this one's going to be IMAX. I think this is just regular screening. IMAX is going to be on June 11th. Well, I'm not sure. I don't know if the Cinemark I'm seeing it at has the IMAX screen we're going to do it for, or if it's just a regular screening. Turn this down also. Oops. Nope. There we go. That's a little better for now. Anyway, yes. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the live stream. Today we are building Berk once again, and today we are building Berk. We have two things we're working on that I am excited to show you. I'm going to play music in my own eardrum because I don't want to get copyright strike, but it helps to build with something in the background. Okay. So, as you know, we were working on a Berk house last time. I've got a few more things we're working on today. Well, that I've been working on in between that I want to touch on, so we're going to work with that. And then, this is the Viking boat, which I'll talk about in a minute. But I wanted to add a boat, at least to the phase 1 portion, because there's no bewilderbeast, so it's going to be easier. It's going to be nicer to have something in the water there. I actually have set up 3 viewings of the movie. I have the early screening on the 31st, the early screening on the June 11th in IMAX, and then I'm probably going to see it opening weekend with a couple friends in 40X, which is going to be my first 40X movie. So we'll see how that goes. I've never been to one of those before, but we'll see for the new How to Train Your Dragon movie. I also went to Bricks and Minifigs today. I bought a whole big bag of stuff. These are still slightly wet from being washed, so I apologize if they look wet. They are freshly cleaned, so they may be wet, but at least they are clean. But we're going to be working on the house today. Berk house and the Viking boat. They're kind of both very similar color palettes, so I thought we'd combine the two projects today. Because I have some ideas of how I want to do this. But yeah. So seeing it 3 times, it's going to be crazy. I'm very excited, though. And hopefully it's good, so I like it all 3 times. If not, I might not go all 3 times. We'll see. I might end up switching some stuff out. Because, I mean, I'm hoping it's going to be good. I think it is going to be good. But after seeing the live-action Lilo and Stitch this weekend, or not this weekend, yesterday, I am hesitant. I know it's a different team making it, but I did not like that movie. The live-action Lilo and Stitch was not my favorite thing. Oh, I need that bin. Oh well. So, I'm hoping How to Train Your Dragon is a better adaptation here than Lilo and Stitch was. I saw they're already working on the second one, so that's good. That one's my favorite of the trilogy. I love the second movie. It's one of my favorite movies of all time, period. So I am very excited and also very scared for that one. Because it's a sad movie. So I have a washcloth here that I'm wiping some of these down on. Roof is going to be angled like this. You can see, oh jeez, you can see a slight angle there. But I think it's going to be fun. We're going to see how it works today with this piece. I'm thinking I might just set it into. But yeah, in the process of working on the second one, I am excited and scared about that one too, because that one is like my favorite movie, yeah, like one of my favorite movies. Ratatouille is my favorite movie ever, but that one is up there, so I really love that movie, and I don't want them to screw it up. The other thing I really want to work on today with this is like the dragon head. The chief's house has like a dragon head on the outside of it. and I want to have that part worked on today. 1 second. I'm just setting out a towel to dry some of the pieces I'm not using today on. I didn't get just pieces for Berk. I got some other stuff because you got to fill that whole quart bag. So you got to make your money's worth out of it. Hey Lego Timmy, how's it going? Did you see the shorts? Yes, I did see that one where they're like, they looked like they really had some good chemistry behind the scenes there, which is great because that just, I think it's gonna make them an even better like team for Stoic and Hiccup in the movie, which I'm very excited for. I think they're gonna be really good. It's going good, Lego Timmy. Thank you. How are you doing? I hope you're having a good day. What is it? It's Thursday today, so it's a good Thursday. We are working on a Viking house here, and this is a bunch of wet pieces I just cleaned from Bricks and Minifigs. I didn't really have enough time to dry them, so we're kind of just going with it. I have a towel here. These yellow pieces, though, are for the dragon head. I kind of just grabbed an assortment of stuff I thought I might use here, because there's this dragon head in front of the house at the top that I would love to emulate here. Ooh. Yeah, I hope everyone's Thursday nights are going well. I'm mostly just excited to get to the weekend when I see How to Train Your Dragon. Yeah, they're like duo. I'm excited to see how it goes in the first movie, because if they do a good job, it's gonna be like really intense for that second movie. And I love that part. I think it's so good, and I think they have the chance to do something really great there. That duo, I think, is gonna be great together. So, like that death scene is gonna be, I think, brutal. Honestly, but that's what it should be. It's a really intense, like, impactful, emotional moment. And then it's all just going to be super, like, if they get enough money to do 3 as well, that ending is just going to be heartbreaking. Let's see, how far does this need to go? Oh, that is up too high. So it needs to go at 3. Yeah, I think it's going to be very intense. Of like a spit bucket, basically. It could happen. I could see it. I wonder if it's like all the slobber and stuff is going to be practical or CGI. Saw Sinners, and in Sinners they have like practical like spit stuff. So it exists there, and it's gross and like slobbery, and they could use that stuff and work really well. Very different context than the one in Sinners, but there we go. Oh well. Oh god. But yeah, I do want it to go in one more. There we go. Okay. This I need to fix. This is too high. I'm interested to see too, like what they CGI and what they do practically in the movie, because I feel like there's some stuff they could do practically that would be really fun. But obviously, like most of the all the dragon characters and stuff, like most of that is going to be CGI because, unfortunately, dragons aren't real. And they could do them practically, but I feel like they're going to get a lot better. Like, it's going to be easier to fly them around when they're CGI. Although it'd be really sweet, like, the stage show if we got some, like, practical dragon stuff, too. like some Jurassic Park moments with the dragons, even though I think they're all going to be full CGI. But honestly, like Dean is a animation director really, so I think he's going to do fine with that too. He's good at directing animation. 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6. There we go. Oh, because it's slightly back. Well, is it? No, it's not. I'm trying to, like, math out. Yeah, no, that's right. Okay. We're going to work on this part. Yeah, I'm sure after the movie comes out, I think we're going to get a lot of that behind-the-scenes stuff with, like, the tilt table and, like, all the green screens. I'm wondering, too, if they use, like, the stagecraft technology, like the volume and stuff they use on Mandalorian for some of it, so they, like, look like they're flying so the actors have an easier time with that. I am wondering if they use some of that technology, which I guess we will find out in the future here, if they did or not. But, so I think that would be a good use of that technology to have them fly around. It'd be great for the actors to get a chance to, like, fly and actually, like, see what they're flying into, I think, which would be cool. And I think they would all love that. They seem like the type of, I mean, most of the actors are kids still, right? Or, like, teenage age. And I think that's something that would be, like, fun. I just want to see them, like, do that. That behind-the-scenes stuff is going to be so much fun to watch. All the kids just having a blast. I love watching behind-the-scenes stuff where, like, the actors are a little younger, because they just look like they're having fun a lot of the time, which I think is cool. I like seeing when, like, actors when they're having a good time. Oh, yeah, like the Wicked, yeah. With the broom sequences and stuff. Oh, and the fall, yeah, like the finale with, like, the Red Death and then the test drive when you fall, like, the falling stuff there. I could see them using, like, that stuff. We're for sure gonna have, like, there's gonna be a lot of green screen usage, I think. I'm sure they'll have a harness stuff going on. I'm excited to see what they do, though. I think there's some serious cool potential for behind the scenes stuff. And I majored in film stuff, right? So I love, like, seeing the behind the scenes stuff, and I'm excited to see what they have for this one. Yeah, this will be good. I hope everyone's day is going well, though. Hope we have fun weekend plans. My weekend plans mostly involve seeing How to Train Your Dragon and then probably trying to finish this mock, because there's one more episode, not this weekend, but next weekend, and then the finale is going live the next weekend, so there is much work to be done. And not a whole lot of time to do it. Well, I guess mid-season finale, there's a whole other section we're doing. I want them to put more behind-the-scenes stuff on DVDs again. I feel like we don't do that anymore. We don't get behind-the-scenes content. I was just talking with my friends about this recently, and, like, she just got the Andor Steelbook, and there's not a whole lot of behind-the-scenes stuff on there. Like, back in the day, you had, like, multiple audio commentaries. We had behind-the-scenes, deleted scenes, extra little clips, little short films, like, stuff like that, and we just don't get that on DVDs anymore, which is really sad. Yes, thank you, Copper. If you're here, please leave a like, subscribe for more Lego How to Train Your Dragon, and if you're not a super big How to Train Your Dragon person, you should watch the movies again, because they're great. But also, we're going to be doing some Minecraft stuff after How to Train Your Dragon gets finished, so lots of Lego content on the horizon here, of varying themes. we're gonna be mixing it up a bit after this series, so stay tuned. And you'll learn more about that next week. There's a video going out next week. Also on Saturday, we've got a video going out that's going to be a little bit different for building Berk, but it's we're going to be looking at toothless a little more. So taking a closer look at the toothless build. I'm calling it like a deep dive. So we'll get a closer look at toothless, all that stuff, which I think is going to be pretty fun. But that way we just get more, a little more information on how Toothless was made. And I'm going to do the same thing for all the other dragons we make in the series too. Whoever ends up getting made. A lot of people on the, I think in YouTube comments are suggesting, and TikTok, we got Speed Stinger. That was a lot of people want a Speed Stinger. So I think for phase 2 of the build, I think we are going to be doing a Speed Stinger at some point. My name is Steve, exactly. There will be references to that movie in that build. Oh yeah, speaking of my friend who bought the Steelbook, here she is. And yeah, you get it's like $50 and you get no bonus features, which is kind of upsetting. It is literally lost media. I feel like we need more behind the scenes content. I used to love sitting, and we get some things now, but it's not the same, you know? We used to get so much more. We were spoiled back then and we didn't even know it with all the behind the scenes content we were getting. We did not know how good we had it. Because we had good behind the scenes content back then. Back in the day. Damn, I feel old now. I agree. I feel like companies are so focused on pushing streaming and stuff that we're really losing out on what made at home watching movies and stuff so special, like getting the DVD, bringing it home, watching it, all of that was really special. And streaming is murdering that industry, not just killing it, murdering it, which is sad because I really would love some I'd love some more bonus features and behind the scenes stuff. I was really happy that Andor posted for season 2. We got a bunch of behind the scenes stuff on YouTube. Yeah, for real. Those Lord of the Rings, those Lord of the Rings DVDs were massive. There was 5 DVDs in a box for those extended editions, because you had the 2 discs for the movie, the bonus features disc, the regular. It was crazy. Those were the good days. We need more stuff like that. The menu games were also really fun too. I would sit there playing it. The other day I was just saying too, I loved watching the trailers on the DVD. Even though I'd seen all the movies, I still loved sitting there and I was like, oh, yo, Brother Bear would be awesome to watch. I liked watching the trailers leading up to the movie on the DVD, which you really don't get these days anymore. Sorry, I'm moving the camera a little bit. There we go. Maybe a little better. Those Lord of the Rings DVDs were crazy, though. And I really did just love sitting there. I'd sit down. I'd watch all the trailers waiting for the movie. My family would want to skip through. But I would put the DVD in early and go and sit and watch the trailers while my family was doing other stuff, so that I could watch the trailers before they got there. Because it was fun to me. I loved watching the trailers. By the way, first part of the roof is coming along pretty nicely here so far, I would say. It felt like I was going to the movie theaters, watching the trailers at home. Even though I'd seen all of the movies 5 times before, still loved watching those trailers. I'm using these plates on the inside. It's a different color, but I think you're not going to be able to see it that much on the inside, so it's just going to be nice to hold it up. Wow. Tongue-tied for real. But yeah, I'd love... Companies just don't want to make physical media anymore. They're pulling it out of shelves everywhere. Like, Best Buy doesn't even sell DVDs anymore, which is crazy because it was like they were like the place to go to. Yeah, exactly. Like, the DVD you'd get would have trailers for all the other movies that were about to come out. I think I've watched the Brother Bear trailer like a billion times just at home on my DVD player because I was just ready for the movies to come out. I was just excited. Oh, man. Okay. So that's our first brittle brown snap of the day. That one just snapped way apart. Put that over there. We'll just make a pile up there, right above my head, of snapped brown pieces that we get today. Because I have a strong feeling that is not going to be the last one. When working with Lego brown, it is always a huge gamble. Man, I like that piece too. Oof. This is why I spent so much time at Bricks and Wheels today getting parts. So when things snapped, where did I put that? I had it back up. There we go. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, bring back bonus features on DVDs. They really are. Apparently Lego has fixed this brittle brown issue I saw. We won't know for 10 or so years, but apparently they fixed it from what I've heard. Who knows if it's actually fixed, but in 10 years we'll know if our brown pieces from today keep snapping then. We'll know brittle brown is fixed. My goal for today, I want to get 1/2 of the Viking house done. And then once 1/2 is done, I want to work a little bit more on this, which is a little sneak peek. I haven't talked about this yet. I want to do a Viking ship for in the water for the first section of the build, or the first phase, since we're not going to have the Bewilderbeast in there, just to have a little more something in there. A little more life to the build that way. Ooh, on the Fire Brigade modular, yeah, that's a big one. There's a lot of brown on there, and those are ones too where you want it to be there and like look good sitting there. And if you ever try to take them apart, they just start snapping. So much of this build, I've been building stuff and pieces are just falling apart, and I'm like, well, there's another one for not getting used. Sometimes I'll keep the snapped ones because I feel like this is just me hoarding things, but sometimes I feel like they can be used, like if you want like a battle damage brown thing, you can use the reddish brown that's all snapped and everything. I am just a hoarder though, so that's probably why I say that. I don't want to get rid of the pieces. I have some crazy idea that I'm going to use them at some point. Oh. You can hear my dog barking outside through the window. She has found birds. Hey, Procrastinators. Yes! Yeah, I did. Thank you so much for that, Procrastinators. I was able to secure also a ticket for Saturday morning. So I am excited. I'm seeing it a little early. I'm a little worried. A little scared, but in a good way. I'm excited. The site worked great. We were able to grab... I couldn't grab a lot of tickets. It was just the 2. Because they don't let you do more than that. Which is fair. They want to give other people a chance to go. But yeah, we were able to get it. So thank you for the tip. Yeah. 2 days. I was like, I have to see it. I gotta at least try to see it early, you know? Like, I'm seeing it June 11th, but I was also like, man, want to see it earlier. So we got it. Oh, I should have just done this long ago. There we go. What if I... No. Maybe? No. So yeah. Thank you so much. That was a big help. I completely forgot that that site existed. I used it... and I didn't know they did, like, early screenings and stuff a lot. Because I used it when Ahsoka was playing in, theaters. I used it to grab tickets to that, but then I didn't realize they did more stuff than just like those early screenings, so that was super helpful. Thank you, and I am very excited. There we go. Okay, here's, oh goodness, here's one section of roof done. I want to reinforce this on the inside, I think. Use some littler pieces. Got a whole bunch of these, so we'll use these. Yeah, it's they do the like what am I trying to say? There's no assigned seating. There we go. So you got to get there early, and that's we're planning to get there at least an hour early for that one, just to get at least like a moderately good seat. I don't think it has to be perfect, but it'd be nice if it was like a good seat. So we'll get something good there. Maybe I can. Yeah, hey, you might be able to. They got all kinds of stuff out there on the dark parts of the internet. The dark web is a crazy place. Line up between 90 and 4 hours? That's crazy. That's a long time. I think, luckily, the area we're in, I think it's not going to be too bad. I think also, like, I think we'll be okay. Honestly, the theater that we're going to is not like the greatest theater in the area. It's pretty good, but it's like not like the best theater in the area. I would say it's one of the like better ones, but some people just like are really like other theaters better. So we might get lucky there and be able to not have a lot of people there. But yeah, we're gonna get there like an hour early, see how it goes. And if I don't get great seats, I am seeing it multiple more times, so that will at least be good. Okay. Alright, everyone, we got first. Kind of looks like a barn door. Oh, I need a connection for the top, actually. Somehow. Palpatine has returned. Haha. This needs to connect to the ceiling here. But I wanted to just kind of rest in... What is this? Oh, that's why. So it's gonna go like here. Trying to think about how I'm going to connect this. The message self-destructed. Nice. That's hilarious, Copper. I've only used the GoPhobo site the one time, and when I used it for the Ahsoka thing, I actually ended up getting sick, so I couldn't go. But my friends were able to take the tickets, and they got there, I think, 30 minutes early, and they got pretty good seats, so... Thank you. Thank you, Copper. I really wanted it to curve. I thought that was like an iconic part of the actual roof, if I don't break it. So I wanted to make sure that element of the house was kept in this build. And we're gonna, after this part is done, the hardest part is gonna be this like gold trim on the house. There's like a gold trim that goes out the front, and I have an idea for that. I will show in just a second. That I think will work really well if I can pull it off. But if is a huge aspect of that. I wonder if I can do... Where's my other box of brown bits? There it is. Brown bits. I had some stuff in here. guess I just want to clip it. Oh, I should have got those pieces while I was with this minifigs. What if, actually, we put this one on top? This here. Nope, there. There we go. House. Ceiling. And then this one will go like that. But yeah, I felt the curve was like this. It was kind of like this iconic shape in the movies that I felt needed to be replicated. Oh, I just knocked the wall over here. I wonder too. I don't know if that's gonna work. What is blocking it? Oh, I see. I see what I did. These plates need to just be bars. I have found out just now. Please don't snap. I'm worried all these brittle brown pieces are going to keep breaking on me. They haven't. We're good. So far. Well, one did. Don't mind me just digging around. No, I want it to be shorter. Here we go here. There, maybe this will work better. Yes, I think so. Maybe. There. Let's put one thing on the back. Okay, yeah. I like the weird, like, curved shape of the houses in Berk. Everything, a lot of the stuff I love about How to Train Your Dragon is they're, like, really fun and, like, weird designs. I feel like design is really great. I think Dean DeBlois and Chris Sanders are both really good in that department in general. Again, I just saw, like, Lilo and Stitch. And, like, Stitch's design is great. That movie, the live action one was bad. But, like, Stitch's design, is great, and they did a great job of, like, with that movie there's so many weird little guys, and they're just great at, like, I feel like they create this environment where weird little guys just start happening, and I love that. We love weird little guys in media. Let's see if this works better. We need more weird little guys in media, even. There we go. That's a better curve. Almost. And then I'm just going to put these pieces here to hook it in. If I can, there we go. The wind just blew through and it freaked me out because the whole panel moved. There we go. So now we got like a nice little curve there. Where are we? There we go. And with the curve comes the trim. Also, I found these pieces. I'm going to use these like golden leaves throughout this build a lot. I'll bring it closer actually. These golden leaves. It's not on autofocus, is it? Sorry, camera's going to wobble around a little bit. There we go. These leaves I think are going to be really great for like trimming and stuff in the build. So we're going to use a few of those. But gotta find what I was looking for. I do think there's a chance this house is going to turn out to be too reddish brown, if that makes sense. I haven't put a lot of other colors in here yet, and I'm a little worried about how that's going to turn out, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Oh, there it is. There we go. Okay. So yeah, this door's gonna go like here. Oh my goodness. There we go, there we go. Let's just get this built down to the ground really quick. There's the other one. And then, I guess update here. This weekend video, Toothless. It's a deep dive, and if you've seen other Toothless videos on my channel, those ones were pretty low budget videos, low budget made. This one is much higher quality, I would say, than those other ones have been. So that will be out soon. There we go. I don't know if that worked. Oh, let's go there. No. I think it's not in the middle. See there, maybe? We'll find out. Oh, you know what? I bet it has to be like that. Ooh. I'm learning about these bricks right now. Interior detail, yes. Dragon tail is going to be in there. I want to do like the scene where Hiccup builds the dragon tail. I want that to be in there. I think that's a very, very important scene in the movie. I think it definitely deserves to be there, along with other iconic scenes, like maybe the fireplace sequence. But the interior is not going to be super crazy right off the bat until the second kind of phase of this mock, and I'll probably go back and add some more into the interior. It'll start out a little simpler, though. Yeah, that'll be better. Right there, okay. Build this out a little bit. I think it is 5, yeah, sure. 5-ish. But yeah, I definitely want to have a little bit of interior, and that's why I want the roof to be able to come off. You're not going to be able to see the interior too much, like, at conventions and stuff, but, like, for me at home, I want to be able to play with it. So, I want to be able to see what's happening inside. I build, to be totally honest, I build mocks so I can play with them myself. Like, anytime I build, like, a clone battle sequence, it's almost purely so that I can, like, act out little clone battles. So, that's going to be a big part of this as well. We'll see if this works. I'm a little worried, actually. Where is this one? Here we go. So, play is a big part of why I make mocks. And then I like when I can bring people over to show them and be like, oh, here, you can do this. You can play with this feature. So I like adding play features and stuff. I like pretending I'm a little Lego designer adding play features to sets. I am a little worried about brown pieces for the other side. I think I do have enough, but they're not big plates. So I'm going to have to make them... It's going to be a lot more work because I'm going to have to do a lot more on the interior side of that roof. But I think I should have enough brown. It's just going to be more work, which is why I think for today's stream, we're really going to focus on this one half first. And I'm just going to replicate it going back. And then the finished product will be in episode 7, premiering June 7th? I think June 7th. And then June 14th will be the big finale. I haven't decided if it's going to come out earlier or not yet. So stay tuned, I guess. But I think it'll just be June 14th. And that will be a big day. Big day for the channel. hoping to get some traction off of that as well. If you know anyone who's into How to Train Your Dragon, send them my way. I think we're hoping to get that next video to do a whole bunch of numbers, so that's the goal at least. Haha, there we go. Oh my gosh, it works actually surprisingly well. So, now, got some doors too. Can go in. Nice. I like this like little gold accent on there too. I think that will be nice. A nice little feature. And I think it'll blend well with this accent going up the sides here that we're going to try to do. Yeah. And then these logs are going to go all the way up. It's going to be like a log cabin. There we go. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to turn my ISO up on my camera a little bit so it's a little easier to see now that the sun's kind of gone. That was the wrong way. There we go. Sweet. I like having a DSLR for this because I can mess with settings a little more. Okay. Now, we're going to go to trim next. Because trim, this is the part I think is going to be the most complicated, and I want to work through it here. Kind of show the process. But, we're going to use these gold leaves to, like, make this kind of golden trim going up Berk. And that's going to be kind of done. I'm deciding how I'm going to do this still. Brick separator. So let me pull up a an image of the house maybe on the stream here. Give me one moment. An image. Just to get a reference for kind of what I'm building here. I'm going to grab a file. Here we go. This is the house we're working on. There we go. Bit of a reference image for you. This is the house we're working on building. Ooh. Hey Luffy, how's it going? Love your name. I am currently starting One Piece. I say starting because I'm only 110 episodes in, so that's like not even like 2% done. But it's great, and I love it. So love your name. Welcome to the stream. We are currently building a Viking house from How to Train Your Dragon. I just pulled the picture up there on the thing as well to kind of show the reference, but that is kind of what we're working on here. This we're going to use for trim, which I'm still trying to figure out how I want to do this. I think I know. Okay. I got some of these like bracket pieces. Let's see if I see a little bit. There we go. I think this might be good. Yeah, I need to watch more One Piece. I am obviously not very far, but I am loving it so far. It's a really great show. Ooh, one more like to 10 likes. Nice. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. It's a pretty good number there. I feel like that's more than we usually get on the stream, so thank you all so much. We're working hard over here trying to get Berk done for its release. Thank you. I appreciate that, Luffy. I'm trying to make it as cool as possible. I wonder... Okay, here we go. We're going to take this. Which only from the images. A little bit of... I use images a lot as reference. For like this thing, a lot of this is from the movie, right? So I have taken a lot of... The main inspiration came from the original animated movie. I mostly just use these images to like reference what I'm working on to make it a little easier while I'm actually building. Oh. Because it is, at least for me, like, I like to, like, see things in, like, movies and stuff, and then sometimes I don't have a great job, like, recalling exactly what it looks like, so I just pull up images or, like, screenshots to reference back to. And a lot of time it's just images from Google because, like, it's kind of hard to screenshot stuff on streaming sites now. They've become really annoying with, like, blockers. So it's tricky to bypass that sometimes and get through. But all that aside, I like to use images and stuff. Oh yeah, Rise of Berk. That's a good idea. I have played that game before. Is that the one where you, like, kind of build up your dragon village? I think I've played it before, but not recently. So I should probably take a look back. Oh wait, what if I let's just take this off for a moment? Because I know I've played a couple of the dragon games before. Not all of them, but I have played a few, and I do like them. I wonder. Oh, there we go. Maybe. That one won't work all the way, though. Well, we'll see. Let's try it like this. Where are my golden leaves? I'm really glad sometimes when I go to the pick-a-brick wall, I just buy the parts without knowing exactly what I'm going to use them for. But it's come in handy now because I had no idea what I was going to use these golden leaves for. I, like, actually did not know. And now here we are with some golden leaves that are coming in very handy. So that way or that way. 1,000 Dragons is amazing. There's much. Yeah, I think they're mobile games. I'm not a big mobile gamer. It's kind of hard for me to find a mobile game that I like, you know. I think it's that way for a lot of people. But I think from what I've heard, Rise of Berk is really good. I know there was School of Dragons for a while. I didn't really ever play that one. That way, down. Sorry, this pattern is confusing me. This pattern that I made myself, by the way. I did this to myself. There you go. Cool. Nice. Yeah, that sounds really good. I should probably pop into those, like, the games and stuff and take a look. Because I feel like that's a great way to see more of the series, you know? Oh, I did that wrong. This needs to go down. Thanks for that tip, actually. That is, I'm gonna have to take a look at that. What did I do here? What can I do here? I'm gonna move this one. I watch the movies and, like, the series. I love Race to the Edge. I haven't watched Defenders or Riders of Berk in a while. TBH, I think I should have snapped. No, we're good. I should probably go back and watch those ones again. I just haven't watched them in a while. But I use, like, those for reference a lot of the time, too. Things like that. I'll leave it that way. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Well, let's see if it fits. No, it does not fit. This, we're going to take off and go to a 4. Oh, you can download it on PC, too? That's good to know. I feel like, for me at least, like, gaming-wise, it's a lot easier to get into games on PC. So, like, playing a mobile game is easier on PC for me. Just because I like the controls. I like them better. Yeah, Race to the Edge is one of my favorite shows of all time. I really love that show. I feel like it surprised me it delivered so much like emotional heart and depth for what I thought was just gonna be like a honestly sometimes kind of crummy Netflix show. Those ones usually are not like the greatest shows on the planet, and yet it was beautiful. Like they did such a good job with it. Oh, there we go. Nice. I don't know if you can see it. There we go. This is gonna be like that gold trim. So you can see in the image there's this weird like gold yellowy trim. That's what this is gonna be. Just gotta make sure it all connects together fine. I am gonna need more of this though, I think. I'm gonna have to find a way to get more of these. This is 8. I wonder if this will let me do it. I wonder if it'll let me go one further. Oh, you know what this needs? This needs a wedge. I love wedges. But yeah, I raced to the edge. Like, so good. I was blown away by that. And that, I don't know if anyone here is into Jurassic Park either, but Netflix did the Camp Cretaceous show and Chaos Theory. Again, just like really, really great stories. Which I thought maybe originally they weren't going to be great because they don't have high budgets. They're not given a high budget by Netflix. And so I always just think it's not going to be good, but they're some of the best series I've watched. I really love those. And I think they should just give them more money to make it look super cool. Let's see. Let's put this into the slot. Like, animation is such a great way to tell a story. This is fresh on my mind, too, because of Lilo and Stitch, and I didn't like the remake, whatever, but I've said that a lot, I'm sorry. That movie I just saw yesterday is fresh on the mind. Animation, I love animated media, and I think we need to... Studios don't treat it with the most respect, being totally honest, so I feel like we need to rectify that. Oh, and here, and then, oh, wait, oh, maybe. Then I saw Dominion. Yes, I have a lot of opinions about Jurassic World Dominion. It is not, I don't like that one very much. I really like Jurassic World. Obviously, Jurassic Park, unbeatable. I don't think they're ever gonna top that. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. Lost World's fun, it's good. Jurassic Park 3 is not my favorite. I really like Jurassic World. I really love the final act of Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. I really didn't like Jurassic World Dominion. I think they did not do justice to the premise they set up for themselves in Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. And the payoff was just not there. And I have a lot of, like, as a filmmaking nerd, I have a lot of, like, behind the scenes, like, issues to think with that one about, like, how they filmed it and, like, stuff like that. But that one's just not my favorite. Crazy thing that Jurassic World is going to be... It is kind of wild that it's going to be... It doesn't feel like that movie should be that old, honestly. It makes us feel a little old sometimes. I think about, like, all the movies that... when they came out, and I'm like, wow, I have gotten quite old now, haven't I? That way. But yeah, it is wild to think about that. I'm really excited for the new Jurassic World Rebirth, though. Gareth Edwards is a favorite director of mine, and I am excited to see what he does with this movie. Because, I mean, Rogue One, great movie. Godzilla 2014, great movie. The Creator came out last year, I think. I loved that movie, so... He's a great director. I'm excited to see how this new movie goes. And I'm really hoping it's good. I wonder if... Yeah, there we go. Nice. Hold on. Let's see. We're gonna do 4 and 3. Yes, Dominion's the one where the raptors and the they do the motorcycle chase in the streets. Yeah, that one, and there were some sequences in that movie that I did like. Like, it's cool to see the raptors run around in the streets of Malta, and there's a couple other things I really like that they used the where is it going up? Lots of practical effects were used in that movie, which I think was really good. But that movie itself was just a little rough for me. But yeah, Gareth Edwards is great. I also trust him, Luffy. I think he's going to do a very good job. I am excited about him directing it. I think he is a great director, and I can't wait to see what he does with what his take on the franchise is. Yeah, it was like a wild, weird. There's so many like sequences in that movie where it's like, why did you choose to do this in that way, and why did this get approved to be released as a movie? Especially for being like this like finale or whatever, right? I feel like it did not land for me as this like big sweeping finale of the franchise, you know? But I know some people who like it, and they have interesting takes on it. It just did not land for me. But again, like that, the Camp Cretaceous show goes back and takes place through the events of Jurassic World, right? Chaos Theory, their like new show, takes place during the events of Dominion. Basically, it's like going through Dominion now, and it's making the movie better. So I like that. I do too. I really hope we like see. I want Rebirth to focus more on like sort of a like smaller, grounded story, which it looks like it is. I also know some people don't love the hybrid stuff in the Jurassic Park movies. I think it's really cool. I think it's where the franchise was headed for a long time. So I'm excited they're not abandoning that. We're getting some more of like the weird, freaky hybrid guys in this one. I think those will be really cool. That D-Rex is freaky looking. That thing is horrifying. And I am very excited to see what it does in the movie. Here we go. Oh, it's too far. Let's see this too. Okay. I think this one, yeah, exactly. Like dinosaurs too, and not just monsters. I think that's a good call. That's what I want Jurassic Park to be too. There needs to be dinosaurs, right? It's Jurassic Park. This one though is supposed to be. I don't think it's a reboot. I think it's kind of like a soft restart, though. I guess I would call it. It's gonna be. It takes place after Dominion. And they're doing this one. I don't think they're doing a whole trilogy quite yet, or maybe they are, but they haven't announced some of them. And it's just like more grounded story, a lot similar to the original Jurassic Park. Lots of scary dinosaurs, stuff like that. And that's why I'm excited for this one the most. I think it's just going to be more grounded. It's a good way to get back into the Jurassic franchise. That one goes. Ooh. Oh, that's not gonna work because that's gonna intersect with that one. Hold on. They've turned the. Yeah, the Jurassic Park movies are kind of like these monster movies now. Yeah, and the first Jurassic Park is like a horror movie, but there's a lot more to it as well, and I feel like they're skipping some of that more to it aspect. Which I would love to see them get back to. Diving a little more into this like action horror instead of just like pure action. The D-Rex does look like a Rancor. Well, Yeah, it looks a lot like a Rancor rather than a dinosaur. I saw some like behind the scenes stuff. It looks like it's a T-Rex of some kind, which is neat. A freaky T-Rex, that's for sure. But it is supposed to be like a T-Rex apparently, which that's kind of cool. Yeah, I'm excited to see what they do with it. Basically, what the D-Rex becomes. Yeah, there we go. That one I wanted there. And this one I wanted the other side. Because I do like the weird hybrid stuff. I love the Indominus Rex. I think she's like a really cool dinosaur creature-ish design. I want more like stuff like that too, so we'll see. I'm very interested to see this movie. They really are. They're kind of Star Wars-y creature monsters at this point, rather than dinosaurs you dig up from the ground. They've done a big pivot in that direction. No, I don't like that one. Where is... Oh, there's one more. Okay. Yeah, it's a very, very dinosaur-esque, or not dinosaur, monster-esque, Rancor, Boba Fett style franchise, I feel like. There's a lot of that. Is this gonna fit? Oh, it just goes over a little bit. Hold on. That there, and then we need just like a small wedge. Just a little one. No. We can probably come back to the small wedge at the top. What if I just do... Oh, wait. Whoa. Pieces just popped in my mind like Emmett in a Lego movie when he's like seeing all the different pieces. Yes, smash like, thank you. It helps out a bunch. It keeps me going for the next set of episodes here. We got some exciting stuff on the way for this mock, so I'm trying so hard to focus on where these go. This is very... There we go. We're just gonna go with that there. Nice. Okay. There's like a gold trim going up that front side. I like how that looks. I think I'm gonna edit it a little bit here and there, and I'm probably gonna try to thicken it up on this side a bit too. But I like how that looks. They do. They look like crazy chickens, which is kind of fun. After like Godzilla 2014, I really like what Gareth Edwards can do with like creatures, and I'm excited to see him cook a little more with that. Okay, next we're gonna build the little dragon head that goes here, or at least part of it. I don't have a design mapped out for this thing at all. I'm just gonna keep glancing at this picture and hoping something cool happens. I think I do want this to go like that though. This is why I got a bunch of these like kind of golden yellow pieces. The other thing, I want to find some red, like red dragon wings, because there's like red wings on the top of the, like on the image. Where's my finger here? On the top of the image here, there's like, you can't see my finger, but there's like red wings there, like at the top. I want to try to get that as well, so we'll try a few things there. But yeah, Rebirth looks exciting. The Lego sets are coming out soon. I think they're really expensive, but I want them. They look really cool. I don't know if I'm going to be able to afford them at the prices they are, but I think they look cool. What if we make it so the mouth can open here? I don't know if I have any good bar pieces for that, though. Let's see. The actual dragon head is closer to like the gold color, but I just can't do it in gold. There's too much to do with gold there. Are the How to Train Your Dragon shows good? Oh, absolutely yes. They're really good. Highly recommend Race to the Edge, but you have to really watch Riders of Berk and Defenders of Berk first, which are both good. They're basically like one show, 2 seasons. Riders of Berk, Defenders of Berk. That show's also really good, but I feel like the show becomes the best when you get to Race to the Edge. It's 6 seasons, and like it's kind of low budget animation, which is really sad that they didn't get a higher budget, but it's freaking awesome. Like they do some really great stuff in there. Cool dragons, cool action. I'm a big fan of the shows. Race to the Edge is like one of my favorite shows ever, so it's really good. Especially like if you love How to Train Your Dragon, definitely worth watching. Wonder if they just have like there's like magic in that show, I think. It's just good dragon action and fun, and there's like I think the thing that people end up loving the most about the shows is there are so many dragons. Like they expand the lore so much, and it's really fun. Yeah, like the Riders of Berk and Defenders of Berk were on Cartoon Network, and they're really good. No, that's me too, procrastinators. I like thought these shows like were gonna be bad, and so I didn't watch them for a while. But like the How to Train Your Dragon one, like they're like really good actually. There's a lot of love that goes into them. That love does not carry through to like the 9 Realms. Yeah, what Copper was saying. The 9 Realms is not good. I've only watched 1 season though, but honestly, I'm not the target audience for that one. It's very much like a show for kids. And like what Copper was saying, it strays so far from the original movies. It's a very different premise, and not necessarily in like a good way. And they kind of just like rehash a lot of the stuff that happens in the original movie and stuff, but in like modern day. So you can skip 9 Realms, I personally think, but the rest of them are very worth watching. They sort of fit in to the lore of like the movies. They like tried a little bit to like connect them to the movies, and it works. It's a little bit off timeline wise, I think, but if you turn your brain off for that part, I think it works fine. I would say DreamWorks shows to watch on Netflix, like of that caliber. They're like animated Netflix shows, the How to Train Your Dragon ones, and then the Jurassic Park ones, so Camp Cretaceous and Chaos Theory. They're really good. The saddest part with those is they just like have no budget, so it's like really low budget animation for a lot of it. Usually they get like an upgrade eventually, but it's kind of low budget. But man, like what the writing is really good in those shows. They're very worth watching, I think. There's so much like good content there, and like good How to Train Your Dragon story. Thank you. I appreciate that, Copper. With like the gold pieces, I do like how they look here. I'm trying to find a way. They kind of like get a little weird towards the top here. I'm gonna have to think about that. And after I thicken this like border up too, I think it'll look a lot more like the actual like gold trim on the house. But I am enjoying how these look right now. The dragon is gonna be a little trickier here. But I'm also kind of, these now are a little sturdier. I put a barrel in here to kind of mix up the texturing. You can see there's like a barrel piece, kind of, I guess. Let me up the brightness on my camera again. Sorry, it's going to get a little wobbly here for a second. Oh, wrong way again. There we go. Bright again. But I'm trying to, like, give it a little more texture here. And, like, I feel like having some texture is going to break up the reddish brown, because I do think it's going to be a very reddish brown build compared to what the actual build looks like in the movie, or yeah, in like the picture up here. There's a little more color in there. It's muted, but there's like a little more color than just brown. So I'm trying to add, like, spice it up here and there for other reasons, so it's not just brown. Okay, this dragon head is going to be the most complicated part. But I think we can do it. Oh, that one's smaller. I wonder if we give it a bit of an underbite. Oh, no, it's going to go like this. There we go. That'll be better. Yeah, okay. But yeah, we got a lot of viewers right now. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for tuning in. We are building, so quick recap of what we're building. I'm building a big Lego diorama of the island of Berk from How to Train Your Dragon, trying to get it out in time for the live-action movie to come out. And so we're building the chief's house right now. So that's what the image is up here. That's like Berk, like Hiccup and Stoic's house. And this is going to be like the main centerpiece of the house on top of the island. So that's what we're currently working on. And then this is going to be like that little dragon head on the top, maybe, if I can get it to work. Oh, yeah, there we go. If I put these here, maybe. These pieces, I just went to Bricks and Minifigs today and kind of just got a bunch of these, like, yellow pieces. These, like, this darker golden yellow. I thought it would look pretty good. And so far, I'm liking it. But anyway. Oh, like away and going up? That's a good idea. Maybe if I... Here, let's see. If we, like, go through and switch up. Because I was wondering if maybe... Oh, well, yeah, here. Like, switching up the order of the leaves. That way it maybe looks more like a pattern. Honestly, I don't even know if I did the pattern right when I put it on here. Because I kept placing the leaves wrong. I kept placing them in the wrong spots. So I might have not even done the leaf pattern correctly. We'll see. We'll leave this here for a little bit too, and see if this pattern. I kind of like the way it's like uniform, but I can't tell if I like it uniform better or I like it a little more sporadic from the. Oh, because there's like the hole there. When they were a little more sporadic, I guess we'll leave it here and we'll watch it. This one goes like this. Yeah, we'll leave that there and we'll see what that's like. Yeah, I see it. It does have that pattern. Is kind of. I'm looking at the screen to the right, like where I have the big OBS setup. I like that that pattern is kind of nice. How it's all like uniform. We'll leave it. We'll see what it looks like. There's always so much to consider when mock building. It's always very tricky to decide what you want to do. True. It's very clean, very like the architecture is very organized. Oh my goodness, I broke it. They would enjoy this. I feel like Gobber would appreciate the uniformity of the pattern. This feels like something he would enjoy. He seems like a guy that really likes uniform architecture. maybe not that you build it, but like for the love of just it being uniform, to look at it. Okay, let's see. We have the bottom of the mouth here. This is gonna look like a bird, I fear. Might be okay. We might just have like a bird-looking dragon. Oh, maybe not now. That might be better. Put all the diapers on the dragons to keep the village clean. Yep, you gotta keep it clean somehow, you know? So, that's one way to do it. Is that too thick? That might be too thick. Unless we do like this. There we go. That is one way to do it. That would help keep the village clean, probably. Oh, and then I could... Okay, I think that... Okay, so this piece, cheese slope, 1x2. Imagine if Lego made this, but upside down. Like the inverted 1x2 cheese slope. I think that piece would be a hit. And I would love if we got one of those, because that could just go right here. And it would be perfect. But I don't know if I can do that. We'll find out. Oh, wait. No, that doesn't work. Never mind. I thought I was onto something, but I was not. I guess I could try to find inverted slopes in this, like this color, but I think that might be hard. Oh, here, and maybe... Sorry, my brain is whirring. There we go, and then... Oh! There's like a little dragon beak, I think. And there's two. Like the front, and this will be like here. It is going to be a little big. I think that's okay, though. I think this, like, big extra color is really going to help offset the fact that there's not a lot of color in the rest of the build, to be honest. And who knows? Maybe I'm going to go back and add some more color to the build. It's highly likely, but for now, this is easier. I feel like Hiccup too, like thinking about like clean Vikings, Hiccup I feel like is a very clean Viking. He like keeps things very organized. His setup is very sleek. He's a very organized Viking for sure. Oh, what if I want to do this? Oh, wait. I like that. Hold on. Snotlout? Disgusting. Disgusting Viking. Oh, I feel like Fish Legs too. Fish Legs probably is very tidy. Very clean. Well kept. I don't even want to think about Rough Nut and Tough Nut, if I'm being so honest with you. They scare me. They're frightening. Maybe. Oh, here, wait. I think I have a couple of this. I'm trying to remember through what pieces I grabbed at Bricks and Wheels here. Okay, let's see. Oh wait, maybe that and then oh. Sometimes the parts just click in your mind, you know? Where'd it go? There it is. And then oh yeah, there we go. There's like a little texture to it now too. So now we've got mouth. Kinda thick. That's okay. We're gonna put eyes on the sides here. But I think we're gonna do it like this. We're gonna indent this here. Maybe. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, and then this can go here. I'm in the talking to myself, I think, stage of Lego building. I think we all get to a point when we're building Lego where we just start talking to ourselves. And people who don't build Lego are probably like, this guy's crazy. But no, it's just a part of the build process. I don't like that, actually, what I just did. I like doing this on stream, too, because I feel like with this setup, I'm more, like, accounted to... What was I saying? Like, make this work, I guess? Like, have things work together. Oh, and then this. Yeah. There we go. What if I do this here, this here? How tall does that head get? Oh, the eyes are on the front. So we want those eyes to be, like, facing forward, I guess? The eyes are very front-facing. Oh, yeah. There we go. Okay. So we'll make sure we have front-facing eyes. I didn't realize that at first. I guess I just wasn't paying enough attention. IKEA comes from the Nordic countries. They have... Yes, IKEA. Second favorite store behind the Lego store. I love the Lego store. It is definitely my favorite store. But IKEA is like very, very close to being my favorite store. They just... Seeing all like the shelving and all the organization, super satisfying. That store is like satisfaction central. Like Simba, the Tuxedo Cat, or the Dalmatian dog. Oh, honestly, yes, maybe I do. The Dalmatian dog might be a good one. Because I do have a Dalmatian. That set comes out in a few days here, and I'm kind of excited for it. I might be picking that one up. I don't know yet. I was just at the Lego store earlier, talking about the sets, and I'm not sure if I'm picking that one up yet. But I think it is cute. I want this one to look like a little... The dragon looks a little silly, honestly. And I am trying to keep, like, sort of that, like, silly look of the dragon. Where did those go? It's like a silly-looking guy. I'm making Jar Jar Binks. We just put a couple of things back here. This is just becoming Jar Jar Binks, isn't it? Like that there, and then... Hold on. I'm just going to commit to it. For now. One moment. My silly meme moment is almost here. I do have like the BD1 too though, like that guy can listen to me talk, the Baby Yoda. Just picked up the Baby Yoda in like the pram. It's Jar Jar Binks. Whew, that's really stupid. Here we go. I'm just gonna bring it a little closer. We have made Lego Jar Jar Binks. Oh, let me turn on some more light, actually. It's getting darker out now. There we go. Lego Jar Jar Binks. Alright. I'm never gonna unsee that. Jar Jar Binks on the Viking cabin was not... On the Viking house was not something that I expected I was going to be doing today. I think it has to stay now, though. I think it would be sad to not have him be Jar Jar Binks on the cabin. So, I'm going to leave these to the side. We will probably put those somewhere in the build. One thing I did want to do, I want to use Brickhead's eyes. Ooh, there's one. Sorry, I'm away from my desk getting Brickhead's eyes. Okay. I like putting Brickhead's eyes on, like, little Lego creature builds, because I think it looks silly. I do have a decent amount of Brickheads. Some of them I like, some of them I don't like. BD1 is a great Lego Star Wars set. I really love that one. It's probably one of my favorites too, honestly, but I also am biased because he's a perfect little guy. Jar Jar is the key to all after... Yep. He always is. Jar Jar Binks. He's the Sith Lord. He's everything. Here, wait. There we go. He's back. And now, with Brickhead's eyes. That looks way too much like Jar Jar Binks. He is like... Low-key, he was important, though. He was like... not in a good way. He was Palpatine's, like, linchpin for the Clone Wars. Like, he was what Palpatine needed, which is crazy. Palpatine did all of this planned with Jar Jar in mind. He manipulated that poor man into doing everything he wanted him to do. Palpatine really was, like, the worst. Okay, well, now that we've made Lego Jar Jar Binks... man... I think I'm not gonna... Ooh, I don't know. We'll see. I'm not sure if I want this to open and close yet or not, but it might be easier. It is very much a Jar Jar Binks-esque build, and I'm honestly kind of tempted to leave it that way. I think if we do this... At least for now, you know, maybe we'll switch it up later, but we'll keep Jar Jar for now. Okay, we're gonna take this off. This was just a happy accident, as Bob Ross would say? Yeah, Bob Ross. It would be very sad for Berk to have a Lego Jar Jar Binks on it, but it's also kind of hilarious. That's funny. Okay. I'm amusing myself right now. Literally, without Jar Jar, we wouldn't have the Clone Wars. That is kind of funny. Okay. Back to business. We're locking back in. We'll have that as a secondary option. You can convert the Lego Dragon on the front of the island of Berk's house into Lego Jar Jar Binks, if you desire. I think I want to do this to get those horns on there. Then we're going to use these. Yeah, there we go. Stoic would absolutely not approve of a Jar Jar Binks anywhere near Berk. Jar Jar Binks would cause way too much chaos for Stoic. You know, I feel like Gobber would love him, though. Gobber would find a new friend in Jar Jar Binks on Berk. I had another one. I don't know where I put it. Oh, well. I'm trying to, like, build this sort of... I don't know. I don't actually like that very much. I want to go back one. There we go. I know I have more teeth. my more teeth are. We'll come back to that one. I feel like if Jar Jar Binks was on Berk, he would somehow manage to burn the whole place down without any dragons showing up. He's just that good. Everyone would be like, how did you do this? And he would say, he doesn't know. He's just good like that. I keep losing the pieces I'm looking for here. Where was... Y'all, I just had the other tooth. Where did I put it? I feel like building Lego is just a constant struggle of, I lost the piece I was looking for. Where did it go? There we go. I don't know. There's like a little bit of some horns there, maybe. I don't think I like that. We're going to have to edit that. Putting one of those orange flame pieces coming out of the mouth. Oh, that's true. Jar Jar would not have orange flames, at least as far as we know. Sith Lord Jar Jar might have some other plans, you know? But as far as we know, he's probably not blowing orange flames all over the place for the most part. Needs to go out a little more for sure too, though. I think we are going to go back to this. We're going to go here and here. Now we're kind of building out the structure for the actual head. Yeah. Maybe a little more. Can't believe I just accidentally made Jar Jar Binks. I can't escape Lego Star Wars. Lego Star Wars always comes back for me. Every time I try to build something different, I find myself back in Lego Star Wars. That being said, though, I am planning on putting a bunch of clones on Berk after it comes out and saying it's a Lego Star Wars build too, because I think that would be fun for myself. So maybe that's part of why. Maybe I do it to myself. And then, ooh, maybe I need, where's my little bin here? Oh, there's one. This needs to go out a little more. Well, I'll give you getting to see the How to Train Your Dragon movie before, but I think you probably will. You're a lot closer over there. So I do think you're gonna get out there before I have the time to, or I'm able to. It's just like for me, I'm on Pacific Northwest, right? And so like, it's easier to get to like the Disney land area rather than the Florida area. That's not what I wanted to say, but that's what I meant. Yeah, like the area, the Florida zone. All the parks over there. I usually go to stuff over here. You know, this is completely covered, so this could just be, oof, one of these. Then I have more options, like this, yeah. That still fits. And then, oh, and then, there we go. Things are clicking. Bricks are clicking. We're almost there. Celebration content is coming out after How to Train Your Dragon. What is it? I have a vlog I'm working on, and there's a secondary like little vlog, and that stuff is coming out for, I think I'm planning to have those videos done by like middle of June, so those will be soon. And then yeah, Luffy, next Star Wars Celebration is gonna be out in LA, which that'll be cool. I really want to go to that one too. I was just at Celebration in Japan, Luffy, so I came back recently here, and it was awesome. I had a really good time. It was really, really cool. But I have like a vlog and stuff that I'm working on that will be out soon. Oh, there we go. Yes. But I am hoping to make it out to Celebration in in LA. I think that's gonna be a really cool, and especially like for the 50 years, like that's gonna be awesome. I think it's gonna be really cool to see that. I think they're gonna pull out all the stops. They're gonna have some cool stuff going on, I bet. So Florida's the problem, because I just went to Japan. So it's gonna take me a little bit to get back out again, unless something crazy happens. But yeah, we planned the whole Japan trip. What happened is I impulse bought tickets for Star Wars Celebration, like a long time ago, and then we kind of were just like, well, I guess we have to go now. So we went to Japan for Star Wars Celebration. We planned a whole trip. We went to like Japan Disneyland. This was just back in April, and then Nadat was talking about I'm working on a vlog, with some of the places we went, some of the stuff we did. Yeah, it's a wallet problem. It's absolutely a wallet problem. My wallet is currently in the weeping stages, of travel. So that's the real issue here. It's eventually we'll build that back up and be able to hit Epic Universe. Oh, there's another one. There we go. But we gotta do the building back up process first. But yeah, it was really cool. Like I said, Luffy, I recently started watching One Piece. And I've really liked a lot of the characters, and they got tons of One Piece stuff there, right? So it was really cool to see a lot of that as well. Even though I'm a pretty new One Piece fan. I haven't watched in a little bit. I need to lock back in and watch some more episodes. But what is happening here? Oh, I see. But it was very cool to see all of that, like all the One Piece stuff. As a newer One Piece fan. But yeah, vlog is in progress. I'm still editing it. Honestly, I've been very focused on How to Train Your Dragon content recently, and like getting a bunch of that stuff out. And there've been so many like movies and things coming out that I want to like time videos to go out alongside, which has also been taking up main time. So that is why the video's not out yet, but it will be out soon. And I think it's pretty cool. I'm excited to show that one. This is not coming together the way I wanted it to. How far apart are these? Do we have there we go. They're just over. They're not the same distance is the issue. They might be if I do that though. Okay. We need jumper plates. Everyone's favorite. There's a jumper plate right here. There we go. I broke a nail while I was building. That tends to happen though, I feel like. I feel like it's really easy to break nails in the building process. These pieces are not kind. It's the first 4 episodes of One Piece, and I bookmarked. It's like One Piece 2. I really like it. I hadn't watched a lot of it, right? I watched the first couple episodes. It takes off so much. Like, it's so cool. They do some really cool pirate stuff, and it's just very, very fun. Definitely worth watching. It's a big commitment thing, right? Like, it's thousands of episodes. Well, I guess 8,000 episodes. I guess not thousands. There is a lot of episodes. But they're good, so it makes it worth it. There we go. Okay. Now his mouth opens just like ever so slightly. And it kind of closes also. Kind of. It's not the most secure build, but it is a little build. There we go. And this will go here. And we have Jar Jar Binks on the front. He needs horns, though. I'm trying to figure out how we're going to get those horns on there. I'm wondering if... Oh, here we go. We'll get some more... No, that'll be there. So maybe here. No. Not loving that one. There is Lego. Honestly, part of the reason I like started watching a lot more One Piece again is because I saw the Lego rumors about Lego One Piece, and I was like, okay, we gotta lock in so I can get those Lego sets so I know what's going on. And my friend really wanted me to watch it, and so I was like, you know what, I'll do it. And now there's Lego sets coming out, so I'm excited for those sets, though. I think they're gonna be really cool. It looks a lot less like Jar Jar now. You're right. We are looking more like a dragon and less like a very unhinged dude. Spilling pieces everywhere. Trying to find a few more clips here. I think clips might be the way to go for our horn issue. Or we just like do this? No. I wonder if we just leave it like this for now. Oh, fell off. And then maybe we can come back to it. I do feel like we're at a little bit of like a block phase, honestly, for this dude. This needs a little more. I think we're pushing him a little too far in. Gold hot dogs. Oh, gold hot dogs. Yeah, they do like to put the hot dogs in everything these days. That's a good idea to put. Thank you. To put for horns. I'll have to... Well, first I gotta go find the gold hot dogs. I don't know where I have those. They're somewhere. I know they're here somewhere. I don't know where, but I know they're somewhere. Yeah, the gold hot dogs might work well. We're gonna put that there for now, though. There we go. Okay. So, dragon is coming along there, like the, like on the image. You see there's like that, like the weird dragon. And then, just for the sake of demonstration, these are not going to be the final wings I'm going to put on here, I think. But there's going to be like 2 wings. The dragon head might be too low. I might bring this up. If we could, let's see. What if we did this? We're planning out as we go. It's part of the process, you know? Locking everything in. I do like that the Lego hot dog idea there, though. I think that could be really that could work really well. Do this here. So theoretically, it's gonna be like this, and there's gonna be like 2 red wings. I kind of want to find those like old. That just looks like a bow. He looks like Birdo from Mario. We just keep creating characters that aren't a dragon. Yes, we are phasing out the Jar Jar. We phased out the Jar Jar for Birdo now. And here she is. I do think that I want to use like the... Oh, where is it? Like the wings on this dragon, but in red. I'm just going to take them off and hopefully not break the super old Lego dragon. Like this back here. I think that would be a good for like the dragons, the wings that are on the top of the... Or maybe even like that. On the top of the house there. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I have red wings somewhere. Literally no idea where they are. So we got to find them first. You know what? We'll just leave him here. He's made a cameo now. He's part of the build. We'll have to figure those out later. I am a master procrastinator. That's for sure. Anything I can do to not have the things I need to finish. I will probably do it. We're gonna take Jar Jar's the little Jar Jar ears. Those are gonna become the interior for now. We'll put those in there. I would like to start really quick. Oh, the cursed creature from... Oh, so you don't remember? Like a yellow big creature? I don't know which one you're talking about. I'll think about it, though. I've probably seen something about it. I like to watch a lot of, like, creature stuff. Especially as a kid. Like, I was a dinosaur kid, so I loved, like, little stuff like that. Okay. This is the other thing I kind of want to work a little bit more on. Since the Bewilderbeast is not going to be in the first section of Berk, I don't want the water to just be empty. So I'm trying to whip up a quick little Viking boat. So that there's something in the water for the build. Oh, Big Bird? Like from Sesame Street? Also, I'm glad Sesame Street is back. Thank you for bringing Sesame Street back. Kind of sad it's on Netflix and blocked behind a paywall, but at least it's alive still. Still sad that it's like paywall blocked, but I'm happy that it is alive. This Big Bird, it does. Now that you say it, I can kind of see like an extended Big Bird face. Maybe if like there was more of like a big feathery head too. I can see some like extended Big Bird on there, just a little bit. I see where you're coming from. Okay. But yeah, this is going to be a Viking ship for, believe it or not, the Vikings to go into the water. And it just has there's a little more work to be done on this one. Yeah, I know how you feel about the Netflix situation already. The second I saw it, I was like, yeah, she's gonna be mad about this one. Happy that it's back, but mad that it's with Netflix. And Red Elmo Wings, Big Bird, and Alf. That makes sense. I see what you're saying. I know exactly what you're talking about. My parents loved Alf. I like can visualize like the Alf DVD that we have that they got. Yeah, I see it. I can see what you're saying. Maybe we'll just name the dragon. Everyone in stream, this is Alf the dragon. For when the finale comes out, you can comment, "Hi Alf," and say hello to Alf the dragon. That it does look a lot like Alf the dragon now that you've said that. Oh, it does need to be plates though. It's very, very Alf looking. The second you said it, the picture of Alf popped into my head. These pieces are very wet still from when I cleaned them. Because I did not plan my timing out very well for this. Got very sidetracked. There's one more. My parents are based. My parents have very good media taste, for the most part. Not all the time, for the most part. My dad is also where I get this, like, love of pretty much everything I see. My dad is the reason I'm so easy to please when it comes to the movies. Because he also pretty much loves everything he sees, so. He's a big fan of everything. There we go. Put that there. That there. The dragon who ride the boat. Haha. Where's that one? There we go. I want this, and I want this. There we go. Make a little clip for the sail. Where I throw all that stuff. There we go. That's so funny. I hadn't thought about Alf in a very long time. And now that it's back, I just see him. I can just see him. Viking boats. I'm just looking up pictures of a Viking boat. They don't really have a crow's nest, do they? Yeah. I guess they didn't necessarily need one. Or they decided they didn't. Ooh. But yeah, here we'll have this, and then we'll have a little sail here. Which I'll probably do the sail later. I think I'm going to try to do like a cloth thing. I might see if I can cut out some fabric. I can find like some fabric that has like a Viking logo on it and see if I can cut that. Give kind of like a cloth look. I actually want to put down here. Oh, I just pushed away the piece I need. I always do that. It's so easy to lose exactly what you're looking for. Yes, I think I am gonna have the cloth sails. I think though I'll have to make them myself. Because I did just read your mind. I said that pretty much as you were typing that. I think actual Viking sails from Lego are going to be way too expensive to get. So I'm probably going to have to make my own for cost reasons. But luckily, my mom is a very, she's big into fabric and stuff. So she'll know what to do. We'll have to have her assist in this aspect. There we go. Put that there. Okay. So yeah, this will be like the sail, and we'll just have like a... Actually, I want this to be lower. This cloth section. In between these two parts, we'll have like a cloth, like sail. It'll be kind of a small one, I think. But I think that's fine. And this is just going to be like a quick little build, I think. I do not have the 3-in-1 pirate ship. I thought about getting that one. I never did. I kind of regret it, honestly. Because that was a pretty cool set. And I just never got it. But, oh, it doesn't need to be a 6. Let's use this. I have some other stuff. I have some cloth pieces here and there that might be able to be used. Like General Grievous. Stuff like that. But no, like, Viking cloth pieces. That's probably what I'm going to look for the most. But I think we're just going to have to cut out some fabric. I think Joanne's is going away, or is gone. But I think Joanne's might still be open near me somewhere, and I can try to find it. If they're gone, though, I got a Ben Franklin close by. I can go find that and see what they got there. Yeah. Okay. Give me one moment. I need to clear all of these boxes out of my way so I can get the box on the very bottom. Because I didn't think about that part before. So... just one moment here. You can still chat. I'm still here. I'm just moving boxes around. Ooh. If y'all know any other Viking media, though, let me know in the comments. Because I do love Viking stuff. I feel like all I see, though, is How to Train Your Dragon. One of my friends did tell me about a pretty cool sounding like Viking short film that someone did that sounded pretty sick, but I have not had the time to watch it yet. Oof. We're almost there. Let me see here. Hello. You can kind of see me in like the back of the camera here. Okay, I think I got the pieces I need. Whew. And I'm just gonna put this back there to block off the weird, dirty zone of this room. Okay. Thank you, everyone, for the brief pause. I am back. Yes, thank you, Copper. Likes help me out a ton. It keeps the channel engaged and boosted. And all of that YouTube stuff. That's true. There's a lot of like, I love people like who make like people making like their own short films and stuff. I love watching those. And people are so talented. It's crazy. People really just make like the coolest stuff. And it's incredible to watch. Sweet. Okay, I'll have to take a look at that too. I feel like pretty much the only Viking thing I've really watched is How to Train Your Dragon. So I feel like my Viking media should probably expand to some other groups as well. Even though Vikings are super cool. Vikings are awesome. That's honestly true. There's some of like the short films that go out there are better than anything in Hollywood, which is crazy. Like some people are so talented and they deserve to be going places, even though they really just don't get to go anywhere. Oh, that one already had those. Okay, they're stuck, but they deserve to be going places for sure. I'm just going to use this for now. Yeah, sure. Well, yeah, sure. I feel like sometimes you see a short film on like YouTube or something and you're like, how are you like here and not with like a job making crazy high budget media somewhere else, you know? But sometimes I feel like too they get a little more creative freedom when you're making it at YouTube at home. Studio executives are pretty strict with their guidelines and what they want and what they think needs to get made, and they're usually, you know, they can be right sometimes, they can be wrong also a lot of the time. All this live action stuff is really, I mean, How to Train Your Dragon I think is going to be good. That one I am excited for, I will say. It's like the only one that has me excited, especially after Lilo and Stitch. Oof. But like on YouTube, some people are just so talented. They make really like incredible stuff with like no resources basically, which is crazy. Sometimes they have some resources. They're just like talented and they just go out and do it with little resources. Not a lot of time. It's really, really impressive. People impress me. And their talent is immeasurable a lot of the time. I keep misplacing things. Where did I put it? I had a little... Oh! I covered it with my sign of my own name. My shameless self-promo sign. One. Yeah, exactly. Like, you really... A lot of times in Hollywood, like, you get brought onto a project that's already being made, so you don't get a lot of decision-making, you don't get to make a lot of decisions in there. You're kind of just stuck building what they want you to make, and you write based off of that, which is just kind of the way Hollywood works. But unless you're like an acclaimed director and you have a big following, and then they're like, okay, yeah, do whatever you want. Those guys just get to do anything. Like James Cameron with Avatar. They were just like, yeah, do whatever you want. You made Titanic, so you can make whatever you want to. Why are they slightly different? They're like slightly... Oh, I knocked the mast off. Oh! Yeah. I'll take a look at in the Discord. Yeah, I'll see you. That sounds really nice. Like a little How to Train Your Dragon stop motion. I love stop motion too. And I love animation in general, but like I am a big fan of stop motion. We have close by Leica Studios is in Portland, and they make some very cool stuff. They are geniuses of stop motion animating. Why are these so different? I guess that's okay. These are like slightly different, which is weird to me. Anyway, we're gonna put some bricks in here. Oh man. I think I put a tile on that. Stop motion animation too is one thing that's just, it's so impressive. Like the time it takes to sit down and craft something like that. Like even brick films and stuff on like YouTube, like those, it takes so much time and so much effort. Those people dedicate so much to them. I am gonna put some figs on the boat. Main issue I'm having with figs right now is that I don't have a lot of Vikings, which is not the best state to be in with the mock supposed to be almost done. But I am gonna crack open my Viking village. I know I have some Vikings in there, and then I have a lot of parts, a lot of minifig parts. So we're gonna go through and take as many of those as we can to make Vikings. We're gonna put some weird Jedi Vikings in there and other stuff and things like that. So there's gonna be some not completely normal Vikings in there, but there will be Vikings. You know, Berk's kind of like a hodgepodge of Vikings anyway. There's some weird Vikings in there, so I think it'll work. That works. I like that. We need another one of those, right? But the boat, height-wise, this is kind of like a height demonstration. This is like a custom red wall Lego minifigure I got forever ago that I've just been using to mess around with because I think he looks cool. Toothless, it's the thing, unfortunately, I think Toothless is going to be a little too big for the boat, unless he's like tiny. The boat is just like slightly too small, like scale-wise. I didn't really make the boat to scale because mostly I just wanted something in the water. So it's not going to be quite to scale, but I think it could fit some minifigures on there. For sure. That is not right. There we go. Just due to like the size of the mock, I couldn't quite make the actual boat to scale the way I was like, oh, we could do this, but I just don't think it's gonna work. As much as I would love to, I just think I'm not gonna be able to pull off a to scale boat. in time. Also, like, expense-wise, that's probably going to be too much for the mock itself. But if the channel starts doing really well, we'll probably be able to come back. Hey, Stormy Cube, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. We are building a Viking boat currently, and this is a chief house from the island of Berk. So we're building some Lego How to Train Your Dragon stuff. We've been going for a couple hours now. Creative juices are flowing. It's going well. That has a sticker on it, which I did not realize. I could just peel the sticker off, but also that feels wrong. I feel like I can't do that. I feel like I'll get in trouble somewhere for doing that. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing, though, today, Stormy Cube? I hope you are doing well. I'm going to try to get this to work somehow. What if I do this? Oh, this piece is gonna snap. Hold on. Oh, it didn't. Wow. I was not expecting that. I really thought that piece, that brittle brown piece, was about to go. I heard like a creaking and I was like, oh, this is the end. It didn't, though. What a good surprise. These brown pieces have some water in them because they were just cleaned. So it's kind of fitting that they're going into a boat. 6 days straight of rain? Wow. That is a very Washington thing. It's been so nice here recently. We had a little bit of rain today, and that's like all the rain we've gotten for a while, which is crazy. Like, usually it's way more. But it is spring, you know. It's pretty nice out here in the spring. So that also could be part of it. Where'd I put that one? Yeah. It's pretty nice right now, so I think we're getting some good spring weather. I can go there. I'm wondering if I just set this in here. I know I have 2 of this piece. And it's a slightly different color. There we go. Yeah, we've had some pretty good weather recently. It's been nice, like going into a nice summertime. As much as I love the rain, though, I'm a big rain person. I really grew up in the right area because I do love the rain. There we go. So it'll be kind of like. Actually, let's go to the front. This will be the... Oh, this one's weird. Why is it like that? Oh, it's stuck now. Huh. There we go. Oh, I unstuck it. Ooh. Small jar of sun. Yeah. Just a little bit. The crazy thing about today, it was like pouring down rain. I guess it wasn't pouring. It was raining a decent amount this morning. And then all of a sudden it's like super sunny out and it's like beautiful. And I'm like, this is weird. It was just raining pretty hard and now it's like a beautiful spring day. I wonder, this is being weird. Okay. I'm holding this in place with a brick separator, which might be a mistake, but there we go. Now you'll be more in line with the other side. Okay. Oh my goodness. The issue with this boat is this piece down here likes to pop out. It's not the most sturdy like connection, so it likes to keep popping out here. There we go. Nice. And I'm going to switch this stuff over to the other side. That is the side I wish to be working on. the front side, and because the back is really just going to be a replication of the front, just on the other side. Ooh, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Like front of the boat. I think it should probably connect somewhere, but because the Viking boats have that very like U shape, right? So I think this will work well. I just need to connect it in somehow. I'm letting the brain think while the last bits of sun fade into the night. As the night approaches. Perhaps. Try not to do anything too crazy part-wise, because I do think like it'll be easier if the pieces are replicatable. Or maybe, what if, no. I think I just need to get some clips and do some clip magic. TBH, I'm going back to this weird bin over here. Ooh. We're on the other side again. Hello again, but from the other camera. Okay, let's see what we can do with these. This back up here. And back around. Okay. Let's see what we can do. I don't remember a pitch black movie when the sun goes down or crazy aliens popping up. Let me think. I don't think so. I don't know if I've seen that one. That sounds kind of fun though. Like some crazy alien shenanigans. You know, I might need to just clip this and then put some stuff over the clips. Oh, but it's not centered. That's okay. Oh, but it's not centered. Oh, it has Vin Diesel in it? That does sound kind of fun. Vin Diesel is a fun action actor. I'm enjoying the Fast and Furious movies. I haven't seen all of them, but I'm watching them in a very weird way where I'm calling it like machete order or dice roll order. It's kind of like machete order. I'm just rolling a die, like a D12, because there's like 12 movies. And whatever it lands on is the next one in the franchise I watch. And it doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but I mean, none of the movies really make that much sense anyway, so it's working pretty well for me, I think. It's been pretty fun. There you go. This is now connected with a ball joint as well. It is gray, so I'm going to have to cover it with something, but... Oh, and Vin Diesel's the main character. Nice. He's a fun action actor. I need to finish watching the Fast and Furious movies before F11 comes out, is what I'm calling it. And I hope they do too. Their naming conventions are so stupid, and I want them to continue doing that. I love the fact too that Christopher Nolan likes the Fast and Furious movies. Like, it just seems like something he wouldn't enjoy, and yet here he is, a big fan of these like crazy action Vin Diesel movies, which I think is so funny. I know I have a piece here somewhere that I'm looking for. I think too with Vin Diesel, it's really funny to go back and watch like some of his older movies. Like The Babysitter, something like that, and then move into like watching like his newer like crazy movies, and it's like just so funny. Like tone shift is hilarious. He just goes all in, and it's so funny. I found the inverted piece of the piece I'm looking for. But not the right piece. Vin Diesel as a bounty hunter in a Star Wars show would be sick. I think he would be great as a bounty hunter. I feel like either he could play his own bounty hunter or like maybe give him Dengar. I feel like that would be kind of fun. Vin Diesel as Dengar would be a fun development, perhaps. Yeah, that is what I want. I like that rounded mess. Okay. Well, I'll find that piece at some point. We're going to work on the other side, too, though. You know, maybe with this, too, I can use this to kind of create, like, a... What if... Do this... Try to make these like ball joints a through line, so I guess it, like makes more sense. If there's a little gray, we can say it's like the what are they called? I don't know a lot about it. Rope. That was an easy word. I don't know why I forgot it. Rope for the boats. Back to the bin real quick. Need one more of those. I think too, once Fast and Furious ends, I'm sure Vin Diesel's gonna be open to doing some more stuff. Like, he's gonna have some, I mean, he's gonna have to make money somehow. He's gonna have to start acting in other stuff that's not crazy, insane action movies. There we go. A little more of like a through line there now. And then put this. And then this. There we go. Now, I'll probably cover a lot of this with like brown. But now it's kind of like there's like string going through a little bit. So a little bit more going on there. Okay, so this brittle brown piece, something just broke, but they're stuck together and they're staying together, so they're going to stay that way. The brittle brown is really quite something. Kind of not staying together. There we go. Oh, nope. It is not staying together. What broke? We'll just get a different one. Just gotta swap them out sometimes. Oh no, this was the piece that was the problem. Sometimes the brown pieces just don't connect to each other very well. It happens. Here we go. Okay. Nice. There's the surface of the boat. I need to find two more of these. I know I have them somewhere in my collection buried. I'll find them later. But this is going to be kind of like the shape of the boat here. and then you'll see like minifigure size, minifigure on the boat. I am going to start winding the stream down here, though, so you will see more about the boat in the final episode before the mid-season finale of Berk. So that is coming out. Quick rundown of video schedule. This week, on Saturday, we have a Toothless deep dive. Really excited about that one, and I'm hoping that one's just going to be a little more clear than some of the other Toothless videos. This one's newer. It's made with a lot more effort than the previous ones were. So we'll have that. And then Berk 7 next week. That episode is going to be bringing everything together, kind of finishing up the mock. And then the mid-season finale, or Berk 8, where Berk will be set for all of How to Train Your Dragon 1, will be the next weekend, the weekend of the movie's release. They do go up on both ends, I think. So it's kind of like a U. I just don't know where these are. We're going to have another 2 of those over here. I have to dig through my my bins to find those, and I just cannot right now. There's too many of them. I also really hope they fixed the brittle brown, and like especially with sets like that flying machine. Like if in 10 years you try to do the mechanism and it falls apart, that would be rough. So I do really hope that they fixed the brittle brown issue. It does sound like they have, so I'm hopeful. I guess we're gonna find out though if it's fixed or not. But yeah, this for Berk 7, you'll see everything. Boat will be done, house will be done, all of it's gonna be set. We'll set everything together. That will be an exciting one. I'm very excited for everyone to see that. And then after that, we'll have the mid-season finale, and the mock will be done for like the first phase, and then we'll start working on turning it into a How to Train Your Dragon 2 mock. We'll build the Hidden World, we'll build the Ice Spikes, and we'll build the Bewilderbeast. Those are going to be the 3 main things for that second phase, and probably more minifigures. So, we are going to wind the stream down for today. We've done a lot of building, over 2-hour stream. Thank you everyone so much for stopping by and chatting with me. Nadat, Copper, Luffy, Procrastinators, Stormy Cube. Who else was in chat today? Was that everyone? I think, who else? I feel like we had someone else there too. Oh yeah, Lego Timmy. Thank you everyone so much for stopping by. It's been a long stream. It's been really good. I appreciate all you being here. Yeah, thanks everyone for joining the stream. Make sure you hit like if you are excited about the Berk finale. Go ahead and subscribe and hit the little bell icon. I'm saying this like a normal Lego YouTuber, I guess. Because that will be coming out soon. You'll be able to see it in just a couple weeks. Phase 1 of the Berk mock will be done. We'll be done with the first section. And we'll be on to How to Train Your Dragon 2 is like the second version of the mock. Thank you, Luffy. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. It helps me out a lot. I'm glad you're here too. I'm trying to stream every Thursday night and every Saturday. Or not Saturday, Sunday. This Sunday, I think we're not going to have a sorting stream. I know I said I probably would. I have to drive to Portland now. So, no Sunday stream. We're probably going to push that one to next Sunday. I'll do a poll later and see if people like Monday streams. If we like Monday streams, maybe I'll shift that Sunday sorting stream to Monday night so we have something every day. But yeah, thank you, Luffy, for subscribing. Thank you to everyone so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. Lots of Berk coming out in the next couple of weeks. Most of the videos are Berk focused. So I hope you are ready for How to Train Your Dragon. Next time I talk to you, I will have seen the movie, and I will let you know what I think. Thanks, Copper, for modding. Thanks, everyone, so much for stopping by. And have a great rest of your day.